Hello everyone. So today I'm going to make another video for Sonic Forces, and this is the video I was referring to in my last Sonic Forces video where I was going to talk about the title. So as we all know, at least in my opinion, I feel like the title to your game is also very important. It can give you the customer an idea of what the game will be like, what the story could be, it just gives off a sort of impression. So when I think of Sonic Forces, I was thinking of like a team of Sonic's friends, and they go and beat up Eggman, but then you find out Sonic's friends aren't playable, and you find out only Sonic is playable, and Sonic is playable, and there's a third guy. This isn't really much of a team, or a force to oppose Eggman. This is more just three guys, and two of them are the same person. Kinda lame. So the title kind of, clashes with the gameplay, unless we're gonna have cutscenes where Sonic's friends pop up and Sonic's friends help Sonic in the cutscenes, but not in the actual gameplay. That's the only way I can see that working. So because of that, I feel like the title kind of sucks, because you're only playing as three guys and two of them are the same guys, so this isn't really much of a force. This isn't really Sonic Forces. This is, well, it is. It's Sonic and a third guy. So kind of lame. It does bother me. I feel like Sonic Resistance would have been better, just because that ties into more the theme of the game, that you're resisting Eggman's rule and you're trying to go up against Eggman and save Sonic's world, which I don't know where he is. That's another thing that I wanted to bring up that I brought up in my last video. Like, as much as I like Sonic, I feel like they really need to establish some continuity. Like, Mario's from the Mushroom Kingdom, and like, he was born there. And the Yoshis, helped baby Mario find baby Luigi, who was kidnapped by Kamek, the Magic Koopa, and so he's lived there. He's a citizen. Where's Sonic? I don't know. I've heard that some people say that he lives on Earth, lives in our world, but it takes place many years in the future, which is why animals have evolved and become personified, having human-like qualities. But then I've also heard that apparently Sonic is from a completely different planet that's just identical to Earth, called Mobius. So it's like, make up your mind, Sega, which one is it, And then on top of that, I heard that Sonic is from South Island. That's where the first Sonic the Hedgehog game took place. That entire game is on South Island. So, yeah. So that's another issue I have. What are we saving? Where are we? Where's Sonic? I don't get it. So, at least with Mario, I know I'm saving the Mushroom Kingdom, and then in Mario Galaxy, I'm saving the entire universe. But with Sonic, where are we? What are we saving? Even in Sonic Colors, it's extremely vague, where Eggman is like, I'm going to destroy Sonic's world. So, where is Sonic's world? What is Sonic's world? I don't get it. And I have an issue with that, like, how am I supposed to be invested and care about saving, the world from Eggman and all that crap if I don't even know where I am? Where's Sonic? Where's he from? I don't know. So, the name is just two Sonics and a random guy, and you're saving random ass world, random planet. So it is kind of, annoying in that sense. Like, I feel like just keeping that anonymous and keeping that unknown for so many years is kind of weird. And it makes me wonder, why does Sega do that? Why do they keep things that are basic, like the setting, so unknown? And it makes me, feel a little detached in that sense, because I don't know where Sonic is from. So what am I saving? Am I saving Earth? Am I saving Mobius? Where is Sonic? I don't know. I know I keep rambling about that, but yeah, it's like, well, where is he from? So what am I saving? Why should I fight back against Eggman? What am I doing? Like, if you don't establish your setting, that can kind of kill the point of it all, at least in my opinion. So it just bothers me, you know, like Sonic's friends are gonna be in the game, but not really. They might as well not be there. It's just, from what I've heard, it's gonna be like Sonic Generations again, where they're just gonna be communicating to Sonic through a radio, and then they'll pop up in the cutscenes, and that's it. I honestly miss the days when Sonic's friends were playable, but I can understand to an extent why they're just sort of only focusing on Sonic, because at the end of the day, he's the main character. You know, it's about Sonic. But, you know, then we had Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which introduced Tails, and you could play as Tails. And then we had Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles, and that introduced Knuckles, and you can play as Knuckles. And they all played similarly to Sonic. So, like, I'm pretty sure they all had the spin dash, but then, you know, Tails could fly upwards, and he could fly for long periods of time, and Knuckles could glide, but not as long. He can you know, fly not as long as Tails, and he could climb up walls. So the gameplay for the characters was different, but it was still similar to Sonic's. It could work within the same level. It was the same thing. They didn't change the level design at all for Tails and Knuckles. It was the same thing, but it just had different abilities, so they could explore the same level in a different way than Sonic. And I feel like, you know, as much as I like Sonic Adventure, they should go back to that and try to just make everyone about the same as Sonic, but explore the same level in a different way. Because, you know, it gets kind of monotonous and boring only playing as Sonic when you had, even in the beginning, the option to play as other characters. Right after the Sonic the Hedgehog, we had Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and right then and there, that's it, we got a new character to play as for multiplayer. So, you know, it's like you introduce all these characters and you're just gonna then toss them over to the side. At least with Mario, you can still play as other people. Like, the most recent Mario game, Super Mario 3D World, that lets you play as Mario, Luigi, Toad, and Peach. And you can unlock Rosalina. So, you know, with Mario, yeah, he's the main character, but you're not only playing as Mario, you have the option to play as other people. And I like that a lot, and I wish, you know, Sega would once again copy Mario and copy Nintendo and do that. I want to play as other people. Why am I playing only as Sonic? I miss playing as other people. You know, heck, even freaking Kingdom Hearts every now and then lets you play as somebody else. You get to play as Riku a few times in Kingdom Hearts. You get to play as him in Chain of Memories, technically the original sequel to Kingdom Hearts, even though we have Kingdom Hearts 2, technically Chain of Memories, you know, came after Kingdom Hearts, so that's a sequel. And then you have Kingdom Hearts 2, where towards the end of that game you get into a fight with the final boss, and he traps Sora into some like ball of energy, and he's literally draining the life out of Sora. Sora is dying, and you then instantly switch to Riku, and you have to help Sora not die. And then you get to play as Riku again in Kingdom Hearts Raindrop Distance. Playing as other people, oh, is nice. I know you get to also play as Roxas in Kingdom Hearts 358 Days Over 2. You get to also play as 3 other new characters in Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. So, oh yeah, and also in Kingdom Hearts 358 Days Over 2, you get to play as other characters within the Organization 13. And some, I think it's like, it's not multiplayer mode, I think it's some other mode. Pretty sure there's also a multiplayer mode for that game too, but you get my point. A lot of other game franchises let you play as other characters while also playing as the main character. And I like that. I feel like that variety is good, it's important. And if you don't have that, it can get kind of boring playing as the same guy over and over and over and over and over. That's why I like Crash Bash. You get to play as other people. And even in Crash Bandicoot, you get to swap between Crash and play as Coco in some of the games as well. And you get to play as Cortex in some of the more later ones as well, like Crash Twinsanity. And you get to play as Nina Cortex in Crash Twinsanity. So it's like, you know, why isn't Sonic doing that? I miss playing with other people. This kind of contradicts the title Sonic Forces. If it's just 2 Sonics and a 3rd guy, this isn't much of a force to be reckoned with. It's just 2 guys that third guy that we don't know. Speaking of which, some people think that's going to be an OC. Like, you can just make your own original character. And I honestly doubt that. I really don't think Sega's going to do that. I think it'd be kind of dumb for them to do that, because sadly, most, not all, but a majority of Sonic fans are not creative, they are not imaginative, and because of that, they take freaking copyrighted artwork of Sonic and Friends, change the color, and call it out an OC. They call it out their own character, when it's not. If I took Sonic, went to sumopaint.com or Photoshop, and changed this tint to be purple, and changed his shoes to be brown, and then called him Bob the Hedgehog, that's still not an OC. That is Sonic, exact same character design, you change the color of a copyrighted image, and now you're calling that your own character. That's not your character. So sadly, since most Sonic fans don't realize this and don't understand this, or either they do and they just don't care, or they don't accept it, most Sonic fans suck when it comes to making a character. So because of that, I really do not think Sega's going to go and try to make this OC character creator for Sonic Forces. That'd be stupid, and that'd be a terrible idea on Sega's part. So I think it's just going to be some other character. But I don't think it's going to be a hedgehog. The silhouette, the shape of the shadowy image we're seeing of the character, it does not resemble a hedgehog in the Sonic art style. And that alone is going to be really unique to me because, and interesting because, well, this is going to be the first time ever in a Sonic Anniversary game that we don't have a new hedgehog to play as. Sonic's 10th anniversary introduced us to Shadow. Sonic's 15th anniversary introduced us to Silver. And then Sonic's 25th anniversary introduced us to, well, technically the same guy, but still, classic Sonic. So, this is going to be the first time we don't have a new hedgehog to play as. I find that kind of interesting. Yeah, you're breaking the tradition. And, I for one feel like, hey, if you've been doing this for the past few anniversary titles, why are you suddenly changing it? That's been established as your tradition for the anniversary games. But you're gonna change it, okay then. So I still think it's gonna be a new character. I highly honestly doubt it's gonna be an original character. If it is, I'm gonna feel very concerned for Sega. I mean, well, these guys also make a really bad decision, so that wouldn't really surprise me if they did that. Like, rushing out a game before it was finished, and that's why we got Sonic 06. So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me at all. Or the weird storybook games. Why do they exist? It doesn't make sense to me. Why is Sonic suddenly popping up inside of books? It doesn't make sense to me. So yeah, Sega's made lots of weird decisions in the past. Sonic Team has made weird decisions in the past. So even though I don't think it's going to happen still, since Sega's kind of weird, well, it wouldn't surprise me if we did have a Sonic OC pop up. Sonic character creator, that wouldn't surprise me. Because they make really weird decisions. I feel like they're, in some cases, even more unpredictable than Nintendo when it comes to making decisions. At least with Nintendo, you know that you're going to get some amount of quality. You know that the game's going to be good. With Sega, it's 50-50, hit or miss. It could be good, it could suck. I really don't know. So, one more thing I want to bring up is, well, I've seen the new gameplay for Sonic in the weird Green Hill Zone that has sand and it's like a desert. Well, a desert behind Green Hill Zone. It looks sandy, whatever. The gameplay looks nice, and if we didn't have Sonic Generations and Sonic Runners, and I'm pretty sure he's in Sonic Dash, wouldn't surprise me if he was. My point is, if Sonic didn't overstay its welcome, classic Sonic, then I wouldn't mind, but I do. And, well, I mean, the gameplay looks nice, it looks fun, it looks, fine, but it's like, I'm really just more looking forward to the third character. I really don't care about playing this classic Sonic again, especially because you can do that in Sonic Generations. So anyway, I just feel like Sonic Forces, the title is not fitting. I feel like it's kind of weird just calling it that when you're only playing as two Sonics and a random ass guy instead of it being a team of different characters. playing as his friends. And I just hope that his friends are useful. I hope that his friends aren't just sitting there talking on a radio, doing nothing else. That would be annoying. Anyway, this is Lit and Fire going away. Hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you all next time. Bye.